My name is Daphney McFadden, and I'm a student at the University of South Alabama, and I am currently ending my semester in EDM310 with Dr. John Strange. Looking back on my experience with EDM310, I see that I have grown a lot in in areas of tools that I can use in the classroom. My passion for teaching basically came from actually being in a house with nothing but teachers. Teaching is in my blood. And also different life experiences as far as seeing my senior class dwindle down from 800 plus to only 153, ending my senior year of high school. At first, I didn't think blogging was going to be this huge thing. I just thought it was just going to be an assignment that, we had every week, and we didn't really have to really put much thought in it, put much effort into it. But I was wrong. I was really wrong. Dr. Strange really critiqued us in our writings. We really had to be on point with it because he knew that we were going to have to put this in the real world one day. And he also challenged us to actually go beyond what we thought were boundaries as far as getting technology in the classroom goes. I had never heard of blogging in the classroom at first until I actually came to this class. I didn't know what smartboard technology was. My math teacher actually he introduced a form of smartboard in his classroom when I was a senior in high school, but I had never thought that I would use it in my own class until I actually played around with it in this class. I never really thought of collaborative groups or collaborative projects because I always felt like that people would interfere with my ideas and how it wouldn't turn out right if I didn't do it myself. But I actually learned how to actually trust people and trust people to do what they said they were going to do when they said they were going to do it. That was pretty interesting for me. Um, Considering my field as far as history goes, it's going to be a little hard for me to bring history to life for my students. That's something that I'm willing to do. I'm willing to learn different technologies like I did in this class. Learn about different things, different ways of pushing my boundaries, as Dr. Strange told me at one point. Push the boundaries of what a student is allowed to learn, basically. And, there's nothing wrong with that. I really feel like there's too much red tape as far as teachers goes these days because there's certain rules and regulations that teachers have to follow um, in order to teach in their classrooms. But you can incorporate what you learned in EDM310 also with staying within the boundaries of the Mobile County Public School System. For instance, my students will probably learn how to blog. They'll probably learn how to use the smartboard. They will probably, learn how to use personal learning networks. They'll probably learn how to use video chats like podcasts and video casts and collaborative tools like Google Docs and different techniques that can be used in order to further their education. Um, there's a lot that is present today, a lot of technology that is present today that is probably going to evolve later. And as a future teacher, I know for a fact that I have to keep up with the times as far as technology goes because by the time I get in the classroom, something that I knew back now won't be the same back then. It'll be more upgraded, and I'm gonna have to learn how to use that. Um, I just want to be a effective and an effective and productive teacher. I don't want to just be a boring teacher that sits there and lectures to their students and asks make them take notes and make them sit there and listen to just something just boring, because I don't want to listen to something that's just boring. So I'm going to actually have a more hands-on classroom that some history teachers probably don't have. Because like I said, I've learned so much in EDM310 that I can actually put ideas that I've learned in this class into the classroom, and therefore increase my students' potential to learn, their potential to thrive in the classroom. And that is something that I'm going to work hard for. EDM310 was an experience that I can definitely say was time consuming. Even though 9 hours a week doesn't seem like much, but when you have it compiled on other studies, like other readings that you have to do for other classes, you have to work your way into. You have to work EDM310 into your schedule. It's not, you maybe you're gonna feel like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this till Sunday night. Don't wait until Sunday night to do an assignment, because you're gonna mess it up. And if you mess up, you cannot fix it, because it's due by midnight. So EDM310 has definitely taught me time management as far as assignments go. I would definitely take everything that I have learned from this class, and use it to build on to my classroom, and use it as a building block in my classroom. There's just so much that I'm thankful for Dr. Strange and the EDM310 staff at South, and I feel like because I have learned all of this, my students are going to know more than I did when I was in high school. And that's what you want. You want them to progress, and you want them to know more than you did. It's basically a parent-child relationship, but in student-teacher form. I cannot wait to get in the classroom. I am so stoked and so ready to get my ideas out there. I actually want to incorporate the iSchool, which is something that I also learned in EDM310. Basically, it takes out the pen and the paper and all that from the classrooms, and it replaces them with the Apple products. But I really believe there's a glitch in that, because like I said, technology, it evolves and it revolutionizes, and that technology may be old, and to keep updating it may cost more than just updating books and paper and pencils or whatever. But I really think it would be an effective learning tool, because it would take this boring textbook and turn it into something that the students actually can mesh with, because students, they love technology, they love their cell phones, they love their computers, and they will actually have something there that they can actually learn from, and not just be like, oh man, I don't want to do this today. So that's something that a classmate of mine and I have actually began drafting, a proposal to the school board, asking them, can we incorporate, or at least pilot test iSchool in a classroom, and hopefully the classroom will be mine, because I really want it. Like I said before, I'm Daphney McFadden, and EDM310 was an experience worth experiencing. It's revolutionary, and Dr. Strange should really keep up the good work, and just be just as great as you can. Do not be a burnt back educator. A burnt back teacher. Dr. Strange will explain it to you when you take EDM 310, and I suggest you do. Great class. Go for it.